Welcome back, guys. This is Tough Choice. I am your host, Kazeem. Rahman. Ladies and gentlemen, on the hot seat today. Normally, when we have a new guest on the podcast, we have a special sound effect for them.
I've never been out of the village before.
But this guest technically isn't new.
Oh, it's kind of racist.
We did a podcast in the beginning.
We've done multiple podcasts.
And that is a test podcast. And then we did another one. But ladies and gentlemen, once upon a time, there was a little podcast named Tough Choice. And the host of that podcast was Kazeem Rahman. And Kazeem didn't know how to edit. So his podcast sounded so bad, he had to delete the episode. So technically, this person is a returning champion. Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tough Choice. AJ Faji, how you doing, AJ?
Hey, man. I'm really out here. Happy to be back for the third time.
This is the third time,
Hopefully,
technically. First time for the listeners.
My words don't get thrown into the garbage again.
Listen, I know how to edit now. We got sound effects. We're here for you.
When you say you know how to edit, what does that mean?
Oh, I didn't know how to edit the sound. Your voice was just so loud that I didn't know how to make it silent. And my voice was so quiet that I didn't know how to even the two out. So since your voice was so loud and my voice was so like more of a downturn, it just sounded awful. Like you couldn't hear it. AJ, are you ready for this?
I am. Let me silence my phone and get prepared. Tough choice with Kazeem Rahman. That, as an African, I take offense to that straight out of the village comment from your soundboard earlier.
It was a white girl. I don't even know.
It made it even more offensive. I'm even more upset now.
I guess. AJ, are you ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready.
Guys, you know how we do it here. We don't really waste any time. Other than the small time we kind of just wasted. The game is Tough Choice. The decks have been shuffled. You must pick between the two choices.
So you really don't even introduce who I am to these people.
Pause, and at the end, we have our final choice. We don't waste time. AJ Faji, would you rather eat 2 baby hamsters live or spend 3 days in solitary confinement? I don't know why this is taking so hard for you. You're eating these hamsters. I'm eating the hamsters.
Live, like raw?
Alive. Yeah, eat 2 live baby hamsters.
Oh, baby hamsters. So
yeah, baby hamsters.
So
yeah, small.
I could feasibly swallow them whole.
Yeah, technically. Well, I mean, you can't swallow a baby. You're gonna need a lot of water.
Like, how big is a baby hamster? Isn't it like
hamster is like make your fist, and baby hamster is like the size of 2 golf balls.
I could swallow that whole.
No, you can't. I don't know what kind of freakish.
Don't make this a gay thing.
This is not. No, that's irrelevant. I was using David Blaine as an example. David Blaine swallowed a frog, right?
Yeah.
A frog is not a hamster. A frog is slimy. A frog can slip down your throat. That's fine. A baby hamster is like puffy, furry. You're gonna swallow it whole or just bite it. I can do a baby hamster in 2 bites.
But that's just it. You have to eat it
3
alive.
bites.
Aren't you killing it if you're doing it in multiple bites?
Yeah. I would snap its neck first.
But that's not alive.
You eat 2 live baby hamsters.
Yeah.
They're in front of you alive and then you eat them. No matter what you do, listen, man, you can take your time and like saute it, defur it, take the skin off.
That wouldn't be live.
Put like some garlic.
Let's go with the
3 days in solitary confinement. You can't
hamsters.
You can't do.
I could do it 3 days in solitary. Yeah, I do.
Stop.
I could.
3 days. Okay. If we're being honest, yes, 3 days isn't forever.
Yeah.
Understandable.
And it's a solitary confinement. Like, are you allowed to have books and shit in solitary?
No, you don't. No. Solitary confinement. I can't believe you just said you got books and shit. No.
I feel like.
No.
Solitary well-behaved prisoner.
No. Solitary confinement.
Then again, you wouldn't be
the lights are exactly. Thank you very much. Solitary confinement. You get your 3 meals. You get 1 hour outside of solitary for exercise.
Yeah.
And then you're back in solitary. Right? And when the lights are on, the lights are on. When the lights are off, the lights are off. End of discussion.
I would go with the hamsters, but not because I don't think I could do the time. I could do the time. But I would go with the hamsters. Just because that's just like
I can't
30 minutes.
I would go insane.
Yeah.
I would go insane.
From 3 days though?
3 days, you go.
You can't be alone with your thoughts for 3 days.
it's not alone with your thoughts. You're acting like alone with my thoughts. I can walk around my apartment. I can turn on the TV. Okay?
No. That's not
but
alone
solitary confinement. You're in a concrete, closed space.
Yeah.
With the lights glaring at you.
Mm.
And when it's time to go to bed, done. It's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
When it's time to wake up, the lights are on. End of discussion. Doesn't matter if you're still sleeping or not. And then you get 3 shitty meals.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything. You don't hear anything in solitary confinement. You hear kind of maybe the other prisoners, depending on the prison, right? Because some people's solitary confinements are like close together, but sometimes they're far apart and you don't hear anything. You don't hear anybody. So alone with your thoughts is very different than alone with your thoughts in solitary confinement. People legit go insane.
Yeah, but they go insane for like months and stuff. I'm talking about 3 days.
3 days, you can go insane.
I think I could handle 3 days.
I guess, man. Just because you're from Nigeria doesn't mean you can just handle jail. I disagree.
When you see the higher amount of struggle, you get a better sense of what you think you handle.
I understand.
But what I was saying is 3, like it's so. Don't get me wrong. Solitary confinement obviously is something crazy that breaks hardened criminals.
Yes,
I think I can hit 3 days though.
Okay, fair enough.
72 hours.
But you're still doing the hamsters.
Yeah, I'm still doing the hamsters. Just because it's just easier. It's 30 minutes to eat 2 hamsters.
I would need at least an hour. Would you rather?
Yes.
Work out every day for 2 hours and never see any result, or constantly feel like you need to pee? 2 hours a day is a lot.
Now, seeing a result,
not seeing anything. So you're going to be basically you work out 2 hours a day and you're fat forever.
But is like my health better even though I don't see it?
Probably not.
Okay.
Never see any result. Maybe your heart is fine. Okay, you get to live, but like, I mean, you're still fat. You know what I mean?
I feel like I would go with the 2 hours because, man, that's hard. That's a hard one. But then, cause like
constantly feeling like you need to pee sucks.
That's what I'm
Even
saying.
If you don't need
perpetual.
To pee. And it's constantly.
Cause like the working out thing is something that starts and stops, but something that just happens. Yeah, I'll go with the working out one.
Damn. Yeah, I'll do the working out now. Now that I'm thinking, I was going to do the pee thing because it's like, I do work out every day, but it's like, man, it's not 2 hours. And if I just was out here working out and see nothing, that would hurt. Eventually that would be very, it'd be very aggravating. I'll say that.
It would.
Would you rather shed your skin every morning like a snake, or have a head the size of a tennis ball? You got to shed your skin.
Because the snake thing, once you, I mean, you could do that in your room by yourself. Nobody even has to know.
It's more of a personal thing.
Yeah, you're right. Your wife wouldn't know. But then the head thing, that you're going around like a monster. Yeah. Babies are crying.
I mean, eventually people would know, right? Eventually you're gonna have skin left on your body that you'll have to like get off of you.
Yeah.
Right. But it's not actually. It doesn't even matter if anyone knows. You just shed your skin. It's not that. I wouldn't say it's even that. It's not even awkward. This is just what happens to you. Your skin sheds. You have fresh skin every day.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, right? In my opinion, fresh skin like a baby. Yeah. You don't no lotion
Something
needed.
Tells me you'd be like super sensitive though doing that. Like your skin would be like getting burnt all the time from the sun, and also like somebody would poke you and it'd just like be like somebody stabbing you with pincers. But
really.
Yeah, because if your skin is like if you've taken off the top layer of your skin, that's the
you're right.
That's the endodermis there.
Yeah, I forgot you're like a scientist or whatever.
Yeah, doctor.
Technically you're a doctor. You're a doctor.
I don't like that. Technically, you just try to throw into my shit.
You're a doctor. Technically, you are a doctor.
Technically,
and figuratively, technically, in every aspect of the point, you are a doctor of pharmacy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but then I would go with the skin. It'd be uncomfortable, but I'll go with the skin because both are uncomfortable, but only one other people would have to deal with. And yeah.
And if your head's the size of a tennis ball, then like what? Like your brain.
There'd have to be some mental deficit.
Your brain, your eyes, your teeth. Let's say your head is the size of a tennis ball, and you're still the same amount of intelligent. Does it matter? Because to me, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I figure I'd want to be dumber at that point. I wouldn't want to be aware of how much of a monster I am.
Right? Because a tennis, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know why I thought a tennis ball was bigger than it is. It's really not big at all.
No.
A tennis ball, if it said bowling ball,
yeah,
would it matter? Would it change? If it's the size of a bowling ball.
That's big.
Yeah.
But then bowling ball is better than tennis ball.
Yes.
Because bowling ball, there are people with big heads, but you just be the biggest.
Is there a ball that would make you change your answer from having the snake skin? Because I don't think there's a ball that would make me change my answer. Even basketball.
A volleyball.
No.
A volleyball is kind of close to the size. I'm sure like some people have bigger heads than a volleyball.
No.
More volume.
Still no. In my opinion.
A volleyball. Yeah. Yeah, a volleyball.
It's the size. Your head is a volleyball.
Are you saying size or shape?
Size and shape.
Size and shape. I'd go with the skin.
You still go with the skin.
Yeah. If we're doing shape and if we're doing size, then the volleyball is dope.
Okay. Would you rather have an Ivy League school named after you or never have to eat again?
Ivy League school.
Ivy League school.
Yeah, eating can be a pain sometimes in finding food, but like it's still one of the great pleasures.
Have to eat again.
Oh, have to.
You can,
but you don't have to.
You don't have to eat. Do you know how much money you'll save when you only eat when you need to? When you only eat when you want to? You never have to eat?
Yeah, I would go with the never having to eat. Never having to eat.
You going with that one?
Yeah, because I mean the Ivy League school thing is
I'm taking
cool.
the school.
Why?
I'm taking Harvard turned into Kazeem Rahman University.
But I mean, I guess if you want to live there and live like a Van Wilder type life.
No, not really. I wouldn't say that it's your school. It's just named after you.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, unless you're around that school, how does that come up organically in conversation? Unless you're that guy.
It's an Ivy League.
Yeah.
So it's Ivy Leagues are more well known.
They are.
Right?
Still, of course, when was the last time you had a casual conversation about Harvard?
No, you're right.
Yeah. When was the last time you were just like, oh, so Yale is in the papers? It's not something that just happens unless you're living there right next to it.
It would be a Kazeem Rahman University study.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It'd be like, I teach at Kazeem Rahman University. Where I graduated from Kazeem Rahman University.
Right. And how often would that come up in casual conversation?
Anytime someone graduates from my school.
Right.
Which is a lot of kids.
How often have you met, like when you meet somebody from our Ivy League school, is that not still something of note to you?
I don't care anymore.
No, but I'm saying if they said I graduated from Yale, that's something you're like, oh, that's an Ivy League school.
Yeah.
So when was the last time that happened?
I don't remember.
Exactly.
Even if someone said it, I probably wouldn't care.
Exactly.
Damn.
You wouldn't care.
But I still want it.
Yeah.
I still want it just to leave that legacy.
It's a nice flexing thing.
It is a nice. Okay, you're absolutely right. It's a nice
but
flex.
It's like in terms of everyday, unless you're the guy that wears like a Kazeem Rahman sport coat going around his day-to-day life so he can bring it up, like that guy that
I would though
tells the bartender to put on his music video from back in the 90s on the TV bar. Then
okay.
Otherwise, it doesn't really come up enough.
Understandable.
As opposed to being able to save thousands of dollars every year. Like eating is my greatest expense.
Yeah.
Like I don't like
I meal prep and it still costs a lot of money for groceries and stuff like that.
Humble brag just now.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. It's when you eat healthy like I do because you meal prep all the time, it still costs money, right? Even though I'm saving a lot of money
because you meal prep.
Because I meal prep, it still costs money, guys. Now it is time for our new segment, Black Excellence.
Amazing, greatest,
amazing,
perfect, amazing.
AJ Faji, I will pose situations, and you tell me whether or not it is more likely to be billionaire Oprah Winfrey or the 44th president of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama. AJ Faji, who likes the feeling of pooping a little too much?
Oprah.
Oprah?
Easy.
Really?
The way that woman eats and her diet constantly.
And her love of bread that she keeps talking about.
Up and down. Something tells me she gains way more pleasure from a nice BM as opposed to Barack, who kind of like looks like he enjoys food, but not like Oprah enjoys food.
Barack doesn't seem like a foodie to me.
Yeah,
Barack seems like a guy that just eats to survive.
Yeah.
He eats because he has to eat.
He does his thing. He keeps on moving. But like, like eating is an event for Oprah. You
Basically.
can tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
As much as she's been in the public eye, but still had. And then, to be fair, honestly, I don't even think she looks bad when she's bigger.
She looks better when she's bigger.
Yeah,
she looks
like her skin looks like more
full.
Yeah, it's like
it's not droopy.
Yeah, like when some people when they get thin,
older, when women get older, they should gain weight because their skin stretches out more instead of being more droopy.
I don't know, but it's bad for their health though.
Not like immense amounts of weight. But like Oprah weight, gain the Oprah weight. Well, also, I mean, if you're going to gain weight, you have to be a billionaire like Oprah.
Well, yeah, when it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, when it doesn't matter.
To your breeding stock.
Of course not. Who is alarmingly okay with drunk driving? I think Obama.
I'm going to have to go with Oprah again on that one.
Listen, honest to God, I know Obama seems like he's like personal responsibility guy, but I think if you tell him, I was drunk last night and I still made it home intact. He'll probably like publicly, he'll be like, that was not a good thing. But low key, he'll probably give you a little fist bump. Be like, good job, bro.
He might give you a fist bump, but I feel like I'm thinking of like which one of those two great black Americans has the dark side more. And I would say it's Oprah because it's like
you think Oprah has a darker side than a former president of the United States of America.
I do.
Who used drone attacks to kill Yemeni children.
Yeah, but I mean, killing people is something American presidents do.
Okay.
It's just part of the job description.
Okay, you
at
think
this point.
darker side than the average obvious dark side. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You think Oprah has a bigger dark side than Obama though?
Yeah, because I feel like if one would have, because like think about it, Oprah could have run for president by now.
Yeah, but
what is she hiding? What is hidden?
$1 billion.
Yeah, but I'm saying
the Starbucks
she has
CEO
money. She's definitely loved. One of the few people that
just
black and white America loves. And why hasn't she run for president? Let us know, Oprah. What are you hiding?
That's why you think she's okay with drunk driving because she hasn't run for president?
Because I think she must get down to some down and dirty stuff with Stedman, and then maybe like she just doesn't want the American people to find out about it.
Fair enough. And I'm not gonna lie, that is. I mean, it's not like you're not making sense. You're making sense. You're making sense. Who dances like no one is watching when everyone is watching? I don't think Oprah dances. Obama dances because we've seen him dance on
Obama
Ellen.
dances, but he definitely dances like everyone is watching.
Yeah. He definitely dances like, I know people are going to watch me. So he's doing the little two-stepping.
Yeah, two-step, right? Keeps it all in the box. He doesn't get too out of
Nope, doesn't get too out of hand.
Yeah,
I think because Oprah is a billionaire.
I would love to see Oprah drunk.
I don't think she would care. I think Obama for the rest of his life is going to care what other people think simply because he's still a public figure. He's still a presidential figure. He still has to be. You'll never see Obama in a regular T-shirt again.
But the thing is that like, if you think about who has more to lose, Oprah has more to lose because this is who she exists as. This is her state. Obama was something and now he's not.
Just a regular civilian.
He can be who he is. I mean, if he gets too out of pocket, I guess it'd be harder for him to like back candidates and stuff. But like, aside from that, he really has no incentive to do anything.
If he never has to back a candidate again, I genuinely don't think he cares.
Yeah,
you're right. So yeah, I think Obama would probably dance like no one's watching.
I'm gonna say
he's more likely to. Who's more likely to?
Who's more likely to?
Obama.
I feel like Oprah because that's a tough one. No, Obama. Yeah,
I don't think
Obama has stuff.
I don't think the people
Oprah
around
doesn't
Oprah
have stuff to lose. I mean, Oprah has stuff.
Yeah,
to lose.
I don't think the people around Oprah would let her do that.
Yeah,
right. I think she pays people to make sure everything is in line.
Handlers.
Yeah, of course she has handlers. When you're a billionaire, you gotta have people just do stuff for you.
True.
Right? Just saying.
These are facts.
Who is ruthless about correcting your spelling or grammar?
Oprah.
Oprah?
Yeah, because she's an interviewer. She has to be more on her P's and Q's about that sort of thing. She has to be well versed in discourse. Oh, so does Obama. But then once again, like I don't think Obama has any incentive to care about these things.
I think Obama would be nice about it. I think Oprah would be ruthless about it.
Think so?
Yeah, I think Oprah would be a dick about correcting your grammar. Like if I said, hey, can I go to the restroom? Obama would say yes. And Oprah would be like, you mean, may I go to the restroom? And I'm like, bitch, can I go or can I not go? You know what I mean? Like, I think that's more Oprah. And I think Obama's a little more chill in that
If somebody's
aspect.
going to be a grammar Nazi, I think it would be Oprah.
Yeah, of course. She had a book club.
Yeah.
Right? Obama just has Spotify playlists.
Yeah.
Like Obama's not telling you what books he's reading.
He's just listening to gangster
He's just
rap all
listening
day.
to gangster. He's just well, let's not say gangster. He did put Taylor Swift and Kendrick in the same playlist.
Gross.
So he didn't make that playlist, in my opinion.
He probably didn't. He's like, what playlist would Black America love? Or
Yeah.
America.
Would America love? And Black America won't completely hate.
Yeah.
That's basically what he does. That is the end of Black Excellence.
Great is perfect.
Let's continue. Would you rather have your hands become visibly wet every time you're about to shake someone's hand, or wear camo to every wedding you're ever invited to?
Camo. I was already going to go.
Just so we know who AJ is. AJ is a member of a fraternity who wears camo all the time.
Yeah, but
Just letting you
Omega
guys know.
Sci-Fi.
I'm just
was
saying.
really good though.
I can't do that. I can't wear camo to every wedding you're ever invited to.
Camo, technically, there is
A camo-
I'm sure like Tom Ford could figure out how to make camo look classy.
You know what? You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what? Now that you said that,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm sure he could figure it out.
I was thinking camo like you're going hunting. No, you can wear a camo suit.
Yeah, it's camo.
You can wear a camo suit, and there's good looking camo.
Yeah.
There's really good.
There's actually very expensive camo these days.
There's shitty
Hipsters
camo
and stuff out here.
There's shitty camo that the duck hunters wear, and then there's good camo that regular Americans would like. So you're absolutely right.
Plus, visibly wet hands. It just is
sad.
to
I didn't
always have
even-
that sign of weakness following you about. Like you
Visibly wet.
trying to talk to a girl, trying to talk to an employer. Like
No.
everybody looks at you as weak.
Yeah. Every time you're about to shake someone's hand, your hand becomes visibly wet.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't respect that, man.
It's sad. Would you rather have an Audi belly button that's 6 inches long,
Gross.
or get a nosebleed every time someone says your last name?
An Audi belly button. That's a belly button that's 6 inches. That's a belly
inches.
button that's literally longer than the average penis in the world.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with.
Nosebleed? You can't do nosebleed.
How often do people say your last name though?
Aren't you a comedian? You're just
but
gonna go
I'm a
by
comedian.
AJ?
It doesn't go with my last name.
No,
Faji isn't my
know-
last name.
You know what it means.
I do.
You know what it means. So
But-
anytime someone says your last Faji, anytime someone says Faji,
well, everybody calls
Nosebleed.
me Faji, so like, let's go with. I'm gonna go with nosebleed, assuming that Faji Molu is my last name, which is what it actually is.
I like how you think you can do that, but you can't.
Let's.
So it's, think of it this way. What do most people in LA know you as AJ Faji?
Yeah.
So people, when they say Faji, you get a nosebleed. What do you pick? Or you can have an Audi belly button that's only 6 inches
Is
long.
it an Audi belly button that I can tuck in? Because Audi belly buttons, you can like tuck in and stay in there for like a second or two.
Yeah.
But then,
If
like,
it-
I'd be able
if
to
it'll-
hold. I could
if
hold
it's
it in.
It is an Audi belly button. It should be able to function just like an Audi belly button. But when it pops the fuck back out, it's 6 inches long.
Gross. I would
Yeah.
go with.
I'm doing the nosebleed, but I'm just telling you what the parameters of this is.
You know what? I'll go to nosebleed too, because the Audi belly button. Once again, this is like one of those things that are temporary versus things that are permanent. And the Audi belly button is permanent. It depends how often
Nosebleed
somebody's
is
calling you
still-
the last name.
Then yeah, but I mean,
As a comedian, it happen way more often.
yeah.
But then a nosebleed sometimes are very transient.
I will turn into the one name comedian. Fuck that shit.
Oh, you're gonna be that guy.
I will for nosebleeds.
fucking share.
For nosebleeds, no. For nosebleeds, I'll turn into the one name comedian. Just for nosebleeds.
Besides Godfrey, who else goes by one name?
Chappelle. Well, no, Chappelle doesn't go by one name. We just know it. We just call him Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
He definitely doesn't go by one name.
Yeah.
Godfrey.
Gallagher.
Yeah, Gallagher, but he doesn't work anymore.
Right. Sebastian used to only go by Sebastian.
Maniscalco?
Yeah.
Huh.
His name was too long for people to pronounce.
That was not very smart for him because I feel like a big deal of his audience is Italian people.
White people,
Yeah.
not necessarily Italian.
True.
But yeah, I'll still do it. I'll still go by one name. I'll figure it out. The nosebleed I think the nosebleed you can figure out, and then the outie belly button was just gonna suck. Right? Would you rather have your only eating tool be a single chopstick, or have every fifth room you walk into be a yoga studio?
Yoga studio. I like yoga.
Fifth room you walk into.
Every fifth room. But how is that negative if you don't want to be in a yoga room, you just walk in another room?
AJ, you're in a meeting, right? You're on your way to a meeting with Netflix.
Yes.
Right? They take you to different rooms. The last room is supposed to be the room that you're supposed to have the meeting in. It turns into a yoga studio.
Yeah.
What do?
We still have the meeting.
No.
It's not my fault it turned into a yoga studio.
No. I'm thinking suddenly I'm transported into a yoga studio and they're still in the room.
Oh, so you're saying every fifth room I walk into,
you walk into, not any. It doesn't matter who's with you.
So it's a Twilight Zone type thing.
Yes.
Okay, so that's different.
Eating with a chopstick isn't that bad.
Nah, yeah, I eat with chopsticks.
Single chopstick. But I would just eat with my hands. The only eating tool you can have is a single chopstick. You can still eat a burger. You can still eat sushi. Most people traditionally, you're supposed to eat sushi with your hands anyway. Right? Not with a chopstick.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. Yes. Only because I was watching like a sushi chef and he said it in Japan. So in Japan, they do it with their hands.
Humble brag. This guy has a TV.
Yeah.
Let's go with the single chopstick.
You got to do single
because
chopstick.
it sounds like my life would have to stop. Like I'd have to plan.
For yoga studio, your life stops.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd be limber as fuck.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, are you going to want to do yoga? See, how many rooms do you walk into on a daily basis though?
Right now, not many.
Not many, but like on a normal day, on like a normal
pre-quarantine.
Pre-zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. Yeah. A decent amount.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Especially when you're going out to open mics, especially when you're going out to do shows.
But if I get transported to this yoga studio, then I walk into the next room, wouldn't I just pop back at the building I was originally at?
No.
Why?
You're in a yoga studio and then you have to figure it out.
So it's like Groundhog's Day. I'll start back from square one at the yoga studio.
Yes. Every fifth
I'll
room.
go with the chopstick.
You got to go with the chopstick.
I'll go with the chopstick.
And you won't be limber because you're not going to want to always do yoga.
But I would definitely be doing way more yoga.
Yeah, of course. Right? Especially if like, here's what you could do. You could just walk into your bedroom, walk into your kitchen, walk into your restroom, walk into your bedroom again, and then you're in a yoga studio.
Yeah.
You're teleported.
Teleportation.
Guys, now it is time for our final choice. It is a marry, fuck, kill. AJ Faji.
Yes.
Your three choices are...
You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent.
Beyonce, forever and always. We have Joe Biden, and we have Kamala Harris. These two are two presidential and vice presidential candidates. By the time this airs, we'll know whether or not they won. So, AJ Faji, marry, fuck, kill. What are your choices?
The Biden is kill.
Okay. You're going to kill most likely the next president of the United States.
Yes.
Okay.
And not feel sad about it.
Okay.
And the marry, probably Kamala Harris because Kamala Harris because she, although she likes putting black dudes in jail, there might be something redeeming there. Whereas Beyonce, I feel like, I don't know, the type of women I tend to be into aren't. That would be
singing, dancing, stomping, greatest entertainer of the world type.
Yeah, but then that's just it. Like that's a lot to deal with. If whoever gets with Beyonce is gonna be, with the exception of Jay-Z, is
annoyed.
Not even an annoyed, but you're gonna be it's overwhelming. That's a lot.
Yes.
I want to, just go hang out at Whataburger or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Whataburger.
Yeah. Yeah, I would marry, although it would be cool being married to Beyonce. I don't know if you could flex any harder than that.
It would not be cool to be married.
It'd be a
to
nice
Beyonce.
flex.
It'd be a nice flex for 6 months.
Yeah, but then the diva thing would eventually, that seems like it'd be exhausting.
And you're very much the beta in that relationship.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
And it's like, I'm Nigerian. I can't have that. I need to struggle to get to the next level. But trying to get to the next level past Beyonce, that's going to be a tough little trek.
Joe Biden is dead. Who do you marry?
Marry Kamala
Harris, and you fuck Beyonce.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's lock that in. Final answer.
Okay. Hear me out.
You would marry Biden?
Beyonce dies. She's lived her life. I'm assuming by the time this airs, let's say I am making my decision, assuming that Joe Biden is president-elect. Beyonce will die.
Okay.
Kamala gets fucked because she's the vice president of the United States, and I can hold that against her in the future. Leverage. It's all about leverage. You will marry the president-elect. This will be a loveless marriage. Jill Biden will still be around. And you're the first side piece.
Yeah.
You're the first second husband.
You're the first dude.
You're the first dude.
Bathroom
right?
stall.
Listen, guys, proximity to power is always important. If you have a loveless marriage with the president of the United States, think about that. Think about all you have to do, married to the president of the United States while his first term. I don't think he's gonna run for a second term. Right?
Well, he's not going to win if you're
I'm only
two
making
homosexual males in today's America.
I'm making these decisions on whether or not I'm basing it on the fact that I think he's going to be president-elect. If he doesn't win, then Biden dies. You fuck Beyonce, you marry Kamala. Because Kamala will run for president, right? And then with a black husband, come on now, she can actually win. But if Biden is president-elect, then Beyonce dies because there's no need for her at this point because you're thinking about the long term proximity to power.
In this
right?
Let's
scenario, say that RGB dies, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she dies. Who's gonna replace her? I can tell him, listen, Michelle needs to be.
I think you're assuming a lot of power.
Proximity to power? Listen, he's my husband. We're in a loveless marriage.
So you're not giving this dude any ass, but you're somehow controlling him like a figurehead?
It's a loveless marriage. We have an agreement.
But that's just it. Loveless marriage is the spouse that isn't giving up any love, doesn't have any power over the dude.
It's a loveless marriage.
Yeah, loveless marriages, they just sleep in different beds. They don't
still like the current, like Donald Trump and his wife, she's still powerful.
Not really.
She can still get a lot of free stuff. She can still get endorsements.
I wouldn't call that power.
Power is power.
Nikes
Guys,
aren't power. Dog.
That is our episode. Thanks for listening. This has been Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman. I've been your host, Kazeem Rahman. You can find me online at Kazeem Comedy. That's KAZEEM Comedy. AJ, where can we find you?
You can find me at AJ Faji. That's AJFAJI on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, also on Facebook, AJ space Faji, FAJI. And yeah, that's how I get down.
And if you have a tough choice question or a marry, fuck, kill you want us to consider, or if you have a situation for Black excellence, or if you have a situation for our newer segments, Something's Gotta Go, or one of our deep dives, email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. Please share, please like, please subscribe to the podcast wherever you get your podcast. Thanks for listening. I've been Kazeem Rahman. This has been AJ Faji. You guys have been amazing. Bye.